make sure we're good to go here. There we go. Cool. Now, let's make sure that's there. Double check something real quick. Ninja Guy X. Where is he at? Sweet. All right. I believe we are live. Hello. Welcome to this next block in the St. Jude Charity stream. I thank you for coming out and watching. And this time we got two amazing guests, and I'm going to have the honor of interviewing them. They're virtual photographers, and that's sounds a little bit weird. We'll have a few questions for them to get to know what virtual photography is all about. So let's go ahead and switch scenes, and let's go ahead and get them introductions. So. All right. Hello, you two. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yep. So as you can see, we have Sun OG5 in the topmost corner right there. He's doing Spider-Man, and then we have KenKen at the bottom left. He's doing Death Stranding. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the interview right now. So, Sun, what is virtual photography?
So, virtual photography, or at least the way that we do it, is taking photos in video games, to put it simply. That's about it.
All right.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Nice. All right. And KenKen, what got you into virtual photography, or VP for short?
Mm-hmm. So I've been doing photography for many years, and I'm also a very passionate gamer. I've been playing video games since I was 5, so I figured why not take two of my passions, combine them together, and do virtual photography.
Nice. All right, Son, what about you? What got you into VP?
Actually, funny enough, it's the game I'm playing right now. I was just kind of doing my thing. I had beaten the game about 57 times, and I needed something to do.
Not
I
60 times?
No, because I'm not that good. So,
Yeah.
So I saw that there was a photo mode. I decided to try it out. I was terrible at it, and then I kept trying.
And you succeeded.
Hopefully.
So speaking of which, you said Spider-Man. So you just enjoy the game? Is that why you make this as your main focus of virtual photography?
For me personally, not necessarily. Spider-Man is actually my favorite superhero and has always been since I was probably about 1 year old. I've been very heavily invested in like almost every Spider-Man game, so the fact that I got to take pictures of him and do my own creation with it was fantastic for me. So that's why it's my main.
Okay, got it. And KenKen, before we actually had the stream go live, you and I were just talking back and forth. You consider yourself a variety VPer. There are just no games that you just want to focus on, or why do you want to consider yourself a variety?
So I mean, as I mentioned before, yeah, I play a lot of different games, constantly hopping between games. Like Death Stranding, for instance. Back when I played it for the very first time, obviously I was taking a lot of photos while I was playing the game. But then once I was done with the game, and I had taken so many photos that I kind of lost some inspiration to take new stuff, I'd move on to another game, play that, and then if I got more inspiration to continue taking photos, I would go back to Death Stranding or whatever other game, keep taking photos. So I go back and forth between games. There's no game that I really focus on. And yeah.
Okay. That's cool. All right, and wrapping up, can you, Sun, I'll start with you. Can you tell us an instance on a shot that took you a very long time to take, and what was the reason it took you so long to do so?
Oh man. Oh, geez, you're asking the real questions now. Uh, so let's see. A shot that took me a very long time. I want to say there was actually it was a recent one. So there was this one picture that I did on the first Spider-Man game, and it's very, very red. I think I may have shown you. I know KenKen has seen it, but there's a lot of red lighting in the background. Um, it took me so long because sometimes I'm a little bit too much of a nitpicker of my own stuff. So I was just going crazy on trying to make sure that the lighting was perfect. Um, the game has some issues that can't be helped, so I have to find my ways around them. And there was a lot of things that I wanted to be noticed in the picture. However, again, limitations. So I just kind of, because of my, for lack of better term, I don't want to say OCD because I don't have that, but but just nitpickiness. I did every single thing that I could to make it as red as possible, but also see Spider-Man as much as possible. And it took me probably about like over half an hour to do. So yeah,
Got it. All right, KenKen,
sucked.
I'm going to throw the hard question at you.
So I would say probably the longest shot that I spent time on was probably a Mad Max photo. And honestly, the reason why for that is it's for anyone who's used the Mad Max photo mode, it's not great. It's very difficult to control. The settings are a little janky. Sometimes they bug out even. So it was just mostly struggling with the photo mode itself, trying to get the shot the way I wanted it to be. And I spent roughly around like 25, 30 minutes on that shot, yeah.
Got it. All right, and this is for both of you. Final question. Any games coming up soon that you would like to do VP for?
Who are you asking first?
Whoever.
Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we need to guess what son's game would be.
You could have probably just told them in 7. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What about you, KenKen?
Well, if you asked me that a couple weeks ago, I would have said Final Fantasy 16.
Why is
But since well, because we're gonna get photos from you, man. That's all we need. We only need one Spider-Man photographer, the best one.
Chill, bro.
No, if I were to pick now, fingers crossed that it even has a photo mode, but Dragon's Dogma 2.
Ooh, okay.
Good answer,
Yes.
but wrong answer. It should be Spider-Man 2.
Dang.
Yeah, just saying.
Okay, well, it's Spider-Man 2 then.
Okay, see, there we go.
Excellent answer. All right, so now that you got an idea of a little backstory for Sun and KenKen, first of all, check in the description below of this stream. Check out their socials, Twitter. Sun now has an Instagram that he cannot stop telling that he has. Yeah, just give them a follow because they post on Twitter and they have amazing photos. So definitely give them a follow. But also follow everyone in part of this charity marathon as well. Exclamation mark. Give me a second here. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Hit the bot. Yay, cool. Check that link out. And once you go to the main page, you'll be able to see a schedule and you'll be able to see links I posted of all the content creators that are participating. They've put in their time. This is the weekend and they decided to spend it here doing raising money for St. Jude. So definitely give them a follow. Anyone who's coming out tomorrow, definitely do that. So Ninja Guy X, that was an amazing stream before. So and also check him out because he's going to be continuing his stream after this. So definitely give everyone in this charity drive a follow or a sub or whatnot. Definitely give them support for that.
They're all awesome. All of them.
All right. So YouTube guys, take it away. I'm just pretty much the scene manipulator in the background, but I'll let you two take it from here. So go for it.
All right, Ken, here you go.
Oh boy. Yeah, so right now I'm playing Death Stranding, as you already know. Death Stranding's photo mode is pretty cool. It's simple, basic, has all the necessary features that you would want in a photo mode, which I'm activating now. And yeah, this game is maybe not as lenient as some other photo modes in other games where you can kind of teleport around and go location to location to get the shots that you want. In this game, for the most part, you do have to manually go to the different places you want to be. So it takes a little bit more time, but once you're there, you have a lot of control over Sam, who you play as. You can change his pose, which you can see here. Lots of different poses to get different photos and such. You can even change BB's pose, little baby in the pod. You have things like depth of field, which, so basically, a lot of the different settings that you would use in a real camera, you have control over in the game, which is why a lot of people are able to take such incredible photos in the games. Things like focal length, depth of field, exposure control, contrast, all that fun stuff. Let's see here. So, if you're taking like a portrait shot, like I'm doing right now, you could do something like that. If you're doing landscape work, pretty much any type of photography that's out there, abstract, portraiture, landscape, you can do it all. Obviously, some games are better at certain things, depending on the game itself or how the photo mode functions. But yeah, I mean, just like real photography, it's all about the creativity and the passion for it. So whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Ninja Guy X in chat says epic T-pose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very epic.
So the background behind you has a lot of browns and all that. Do you have to think costume-wise for your photos, or you don't even think about that? Because I know he has different outfits, right?
You can change the colors of Sam's outfit. You can't change the outfit itself.
Oh, okay.
There are some minor things you can change. So like, you can have him wear a hat. You can take off the hat. You can have cool guy sunglasses. Mostly just accessories. The outfit more or less stays the same throughout. In this game in particular, I don't spend too much time on what Sam's wearing because of that. And in general, I feel like I take more landscape photos in this game than anything else, so Sam's not even in the photos. But yeah, there's like minor details that you can do, like you can either have him carrying equipment on his back, you can have like the robot legs that I have here, wearing the silver legs. Those you can change the colors. Like I mentioned before, where in this game, it's not as lenient with where you can go. The same can be said about your character. So like everything that you wear, or the leg equipment, the boxes that you carry on your back, that's all done manually. Like if I wanted to change this, I would have to walk all the way back to the outpost and essentially get the gear that I want to get. So it's pretty time consuming in Death Stranding if you're looking for a specific appearance for a photo.
So I have a question.
Yes.
You mentioned cool guy glasses.
Cool guy glasses.
What in
I
particular
actually
are these cool guy glasses?
I don't know if I actually have them in this save file. I don't think so. I mean, if you consider these cool guy glasses, they're kind of cool. But there's like normal sunglasses.
Nice. And we just got a donation from Ninja Guy X himself for $5.
Ooh.
No comment,
Hey.
but thank you again, Ninja, for donating to charity.
Yes. Yes.
Great faces there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, it's cool. There's a lot you can do in Death Stranding. You can make some pretty funny stuff, honestly. But
So what shot are you going for this time?
well, let's see. Let me reset the photo mode. Get rid of all those silly changes. We can do just real quick. I'll do like a simple landscape shot, I guess.
Ooh, his specialty.
So, yeah. So for this, I'm not going to change the depth of field just because we want everything to be in focus. We want the whole landscape, if you will, to be in focus. So we're not going to touch depth of field. Really, the only few things we're going to change are like the focal length, so we can get a nice wide shot, get a lot of things in view. So we'll set that about there. And then we'll go over to exposure. This area is pretty hazy. So I think what I'm going to do is lower the exposure just a tad, very little. We don't want to underexpose. Maybe increase the contrast to make things pop a little bit more. And then we'll go over to the filters, which just basically applies an entire preset to the image. It changes everything about it. And there's different types. You can change the strength of the filter. So like it starts off with grayscale here. If you max it out, as you can see, it changes the entire photo. Not perfectly black and white. Grayscale is a little different from black and white, but very similar. Noir would be closer to black and white. You have sepia, a lot of common filters that you would see in photo editing tools if you were using those. But then you also have specific things from the game like twilight, retro, shiny, which is very weird, vivid, which basically just increases the saturation of everything. That's also a very common filter in photo editing tools.
Do you have a favorite filter that you like to use?
I would say it's between retro, because retro is more, it doesn't increase the saturation like vivid. Instead, it kind of increases the luminance, which is slightly different. It keeps it a little bit more natural to the environment. But lately I've been taking a lot of matte photos, which kind of grays out the black tones of the photo and gives it like a matte look, is the best way I can describe it. But like if we have it on matte, we can go back up to the contrast and punch that, make things pop out a little bit more than I would like to. But usually I do a lot of my editing in post, so you know, I'll get the photo as close as I want it in the game, but then I will take the photo, put it in Lightroom, and the final adjustment there.
Oh, okay. So there's extra editing for your stuff. All right.
For most of my stuff, yeah. Yep, and then finally you can add frames. A lot of games have frames that you can use, which are just basically borders. For this, we're going to use cinema because we're getting like a wide landscape shot. And yeah, that's about maybe lower, right about. Yeah, something like that.
Already.
Thank you. But yeah, those are the steps in general that I would take to take a landscape shot.
Very cool.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed.
Cool. That's pretty cool, actually. And it was something I was going to mention earlier when I was messing around with the different filters and stuff. In virtual photography, I find that there are a lot of happy little accidents. So like, you know, this composition that I just took, I like it. It's pretty cool. But then, you know, I randomly just kind of look up and to the left, and now I have this really cool rock on the left side. You have the smoke in the background, the rainbow in the sky.
Oh, that's
I
beautiful.
find that, yeah, I find that happens a lot in virtual photography, where like you'll be spending time composing a shot, and you're like, yeah, this is so great, and then at the end of it, you kind of just like move your stick in a direction, and suddenly you have a different photo altogether, and you're like, this is so much cooler. I love this.
Oh yeah.
David Wilson in chat says, virtual photography is so cool. Always so blown away when I see the results, but seeing the behind the scenes is awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's why we wanted to do this block here, just so like because you see those on Twitter, you see on Instagram, all the photos, but like not a lot of people actually show the behind the scenes and what goes through the head of the photographers, and so that's what I wanted to sort of portray through this little block here. So, but yeah, if you have any questions, anyone in chat, feel free to post, and I'll read them out to Sun and KenKen. And for those who just joined the stream, welcome. We are raising money for St. Jude's Charity Hospital. So if you want to donate some money, go ahead and click on the link in the pinned comment or in the description down below. And that will be amazing.
Do it for the kids.
And do it for the kids.
Do it for the kids. For the kids.
So KenKen, do you just walk around in game and then you're like, that's a good photo shoot. Let me just do it right here. You know, like you're walking on that rock right now. And you're just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
so
dude, that must suck if you're in Death Stranding.
yeah, it's the same point I made and the same point I will make. Death Stranding is not as lenient as some other photo modes. Like you literally have to walk or ride a vehicle to the location that you want to go to. Like you can fast travel to an extent, but it's very limited as to where you can go. So most of Death Stranding photography is walking to the location, much like real life, and then taking your photos. So like here, actually, that's kind of a cool pose. And then, so like if you wanted to do,
I like that
like, let's say, a
rainbow just
vertical.
coming out of the clouds right behind him.
Yeah, definitely cool. And so this is probably jarring to look at, but I'll explain real quick. Typically, whenever I take a vertical shot, I will roll the camera so that it's at 90 degrees. Because after I take the photo, I will just rotate it in Lightroom and have a full-size uncropped vertical shot. That way I don't lose any quality. Because if you try to take a landscape orientation photo and crop it so that it looks vertical, you're actually losing a lot of the quality and resolution of it.
Yep.
It's essentially the same as like when you pinch to zoom something and suddenly you see all the pixels. You're doing the same thing when you're cropping the photo. So if you can get it as close to vertical before rotating or doing anything like that, you keep a lot of the quality.
Nice. We do have a question in chat. Nash says, do you have any tips for virtual photography with a group?
What do you mean by with a group?
With a group.
So I'm pretty sure she means by just like NPCs surrounding you or just like a mob. Like how would you do, because right now we're showing one guy by himself, but what if you're surrounded by other people?
Ken, do you want me to answer that?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay, because I just know I know you do a lot of landscape VP, so
Yeah, no, feel free.
It kind of depends on the situation. a lot of times, and when I say situation, I primarily mean which game you're on. Now, if you're on a game with a lot of spotlights and different cool tools, then it's a bit easier because you can kind of light the things that you want seen and get the key points to be more visualized. However, when you're on one that doesn't have a lot of tools, of course, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but you just make sure that you have all of the stuff you want to see. So maybe like someone's facial expression or a certain thing happening within the group. You want those parts to be seen, and then the other portions, you still want them to be visualized, but they aren't going to matter as much, and you don't have to focus on them as hard. So just keep your eyes on the things you want to be seen, and then the rest of it will kind of fall into place.
Got it. We have a comment, Death Stranding is a beautiful game. Also, I need to get back and do this game. Definitely not a walking simulator. LOL.
Yes.
I also did it because
Love it.
yeah.
So, Son,
wait,
do
go
we
ahead.
want to switch over to your POV, see what you're up to?
Did he finish his? He didn't finish his shot, did he?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much done for now.
Sure.
Yeah, I took that landscape shot. I was pretty satisfied with it.
Oh well, if he's satisfied with the landscape shot, then it's good.
Give me a
Alrighty.
second, chat. Let me switch over to Sun, which is POV. Give me a second. And let's go ahead and make that go away. That go away, and let's make a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, you're on the limelight.
Alrighty. Well, we are here on Spider-Man. We're here in Times Square. So I'm gonna kind of just try to find a cool pose for him to do. Now on Spider-Man, it's much more lenient than probably Death Stranding. Just because it has a lot to do with more of a lot of movement and everything like that. So I'm just kind of trying to get a cool pose for right now. That's cool. All right. So we got this right here. There's a lot happening in the background, which actually kind of helps out just because, you know, that makes it to where we can kind of see some more things rather than just Spidey himself. So, personally, I like to start with the FOV changes, which stands for field of vision, just because it allows you to see more or less of what you do or don't want to see, and also it provides as a zoom as well. Funny enough, my game is kind of being weird right now, but it's all good.
It's fine.
Right.
It's just getting camera shy.
So I'm gonna kind of go with what KenKen was talking about and try different angles. But in this game, you have a whole lot of options. There's so much you can do. You got exposure. Like I said, you have FOV. You can mess with the aperture. It's kind of like the blur of the camera. And you have both near and far for it, so you can do it where I can get the stuff in the background very blurred, or I can get things in the foreground very blurred. Currently, right now, my camera is not super close to him, so you're not going to get a lot blurred close up. You got filters. There's a lot of filters in this game. Lots of filters. Too many filters. You got some sharpening tools, which they actually added later, so I'm really happy about that. Because now things don't have to look so dull and smooth all the time. You can make them look sharp, like they'll probably cut you if you touch your screen. You got film grain options, make it look kind of like a 2000s movie. So, you know, if we had the OG Spider-Man suit, we would be on track.
So with my little limited time with virtual photography, I usually put film grain to 0. Is that a bad thing, or why would you use film grain?
So a lot of times people put it to 0 because, you know, of course you're trying to take a very clear photo, right? And I'm assuming that's probably what you were going for.
I was just messing around, to be honest, but I was just trying to figure out, why would you even need film grain? Why is there an option for it, I guess?
See, exactly. And 7 has the thought of, I want everything to be clear, even though he didn't know he had that thought. That's okay. Just telling you what you were thinking, bro. But, so film grain is very good when you're trying to achieve a picture that actually might be a bit more grainy or gritty looking. I found in multiple games actually that do use film grain for photo mode, that if you're using it on something like smoke, it actually enhances the smoke look. I can't exactly tell you every single reason as to why, but it does. But yeah, no, I mean, it's good a lot of times just for getting grittier pictures, or if you're trying to make something look older, or you're trying to go for like an old film kind of look, or if you're trying to go for a look like kind of a movie poster or something of that effect. Usually more film type pictures, you want film grain, because those are where it's found in. So
well, we just got another $20 from Swag Daddy Diego 7. Love what you're doing. Keep it up.
I know that, man. Thank you, sir.
Oh, is he another VP?
No, he's actually a cosplayer.
Ooh.
He's making a suit right now for 2099 Spider-Man from the Spider-Verse movie.
Very nice.
Very cool. If you guys want to, I do believe he has the same Twitter name. You can follow him there and see his progress on his suit. It's very, very cool.
Nice.
Sounds cool.
All right, so Son, you said you were just messing around with angles. Is this the angle you want, or are you just doing filters and then you're like, nah, I'm going to do a different angle?
Actually, this kind of is the angle I want. This is really cool looking, actually. I didn't expect it to look this cool, but it does. Now in this game, you can actually move the sun around, which is super dope to me, because, you know, you have the power to move the sun. What? But yeah, you can move the sun around for kind of use it as an extra spotlight, and that is thunder. Wow. It's about to rain where I'm at. All right. I'm actually just currently trying to get it where the sun is kind of in the picture, but
when you said thunder, I was like, is that a new way of saying that's lit? I was like, I haven't heard that phrase before.
But you know what? That's not a bad way to say it.
You know, that photo is very thunder. Just saying.
Thunder, bro. Absolute thunder, bro. Oh, there it is. There's the sun. Okay, so we got the sun. I know that was a little jarring. I'm very sorry. But I'm trying to get you guys a good photo. I am so sorry. All right. So we're going to come over here and probably bring that about. Bring that down to, yeah, that's good. Okay. So I personally like to have a decent amount of ambient when it's like day, because the ambient light kind of brings shadows and stuff into it and saturates it differently. And any lights that are coming from the actual environment come out more if you increase it, and they decrease if you decrease it. So it's kind of cool. So you can go down and it'll do like that, or you can go up and do like that. probably gonna I like to do more realistic looking shots a lot of times now, so probably gonna do that. Now they also have spotlight effects as well, which is what I'm in right now. They have the difference between sphere light and spotlight, not spot. Um, Sphere light allows you to be able to light anything within its kind of area, but a spotlight is a more direct light. So you can move it, and wherever the cone is pointing, that's where you're gonna get the light hitting. So I like that about there probably. I'll go with white just to make it look natural. Isn't the music in the background so cool?
Mm-hmm.
I love the Miles Morales music. It's very nice to me.
So you're messing with quite a bit of lighting here. What are you actually looking for?
Just really cool highlights of his suit, primarily. Nothing seriously thought-provoking, just enough to kind of make you say ooh ah. So
Ooh, ah.
yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh, ah.
Ooh ah. So kind of like you see the spider symbol on his chest.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that this light is kind of making a reflection of the light.
Okay.
So then you can kind of see that when you're looking at the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of something I want to highlight a little bit. And then I'm thinking that a light above him will probably look cool. Yeah. Go with
So is
that.
there such thing as too much light?
Yes. See, look, if I go super high on the intensity, which you can actually adjust on here. It's a little too bright.
All right, I got a
Just a
question from Definitely Not Anthony. Not every photo mode is created equal,
Hey.
but some aren't created at all. What do you guys like to do to capture games that have no photo mode, like Stray or Battlefield 2042?
That's a KenKen question.
So first of all, hello, definitely not Anthony. We'll never know his true identity. So hold on, what do you guys do to catch me? So a trick that I like to use in a lot of games, it tends to be fairly consistent with, say, third-person games where you have a third-person perspective, like Stray, like Mafia is another one. The Souls games, you can do this in almost any Souls game, including Elden Ring. You can manipulate the camera in such a way where you'll have your character up against any object. A wall is the most preferable because of how big it is. But basically any object that has collision, you put your character up against that object, and it forces the camera to go past where it's supposed to be set. So instead of, in a third-person game, the camera's always behind your character, no matter which direction you're looking in. But if you have an object between the character and the camera where it's supposed to be, obviously it's not going to it's not going to block the view of your character. In some games it may do that, but in general it'll manipulate the camera so that it goes past your character, or at least far enough so that your character is no longer in view, and that allows you to look at whatever scene in the background is. So for instance, Stray, the nice thing about Stray is that you can both do that method, and if you hold the L2 button you can zoom in pretty far. That's just a mechanic of the game, and it actually adds a depth of field to the screen, because you're essentially like focusing, right? It's like it zooms in and focuses on whatever the center of your screen is. So if you use both of those mechanics at the same time, you can kind of, it's still very tricky. You know, it doesn't work all the time. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. But that's one method that you can use to kind of, you know, if there's no photo mode available to you, you can kind of just like cheat the system almost and use the game's mechanics to your advantage.
Very nice. So I've been noticing both of you been preferring the, like, for our view right now, it's the like horizontal. You just pretty much change it 90 degrees. Is it just easier to post online for it, or is it just how your styles are?
Kind of both, at least on my end. It started out that it was for posting online, but then I found that I actually really enjoy vertical pictures, so kind of just changed. I don't know how KenKen feels about it.
Yeah, so a lot of my stuff is in landscape orientation, but you know, if I'm taking like a portrait, for example, or I'm taking a photo of something that's very tall, then of course it's just easier, and in some cases better, to do vertical orientation.
Got it.
Yeah, I think that's the shot.
That's
right
the shot?
Yep,
Very
that's the
shot.
shot.
Ooh, that is the shot. You are right.
I like
Right,
it.
we're gonna go ahead and save it.
Cool. The stream is
Alright.
paused. You're just taking a photo.
Yeah.
There
Yeah, I was just kind of adjusting some things.
you go.
Yeah, that was it for me.
Cool. All right. So, are we going to move on to the next little bit of the program?
Sounds good.
Okay.
I probably have to restart my game if that's okay.
Yep. That is.
Alrighty.
All right. So
I get
while the
issues.
two are getting ready, chat, just a little bit heads up of what's going to happen. These two are going to compete, or they have only 3 minutes of time to be able to create a photo in their respective games currently. So I will have a stopwatch so you can actually see the timer go down. And yeah, we'll see how, and with a time crunch, how quickly they can get a photo done. So let me get a few things set up real quick, and we can get back into it. Let's see here. KenKen. Bam. The blah.
Alright, let me go ahead and get my stream back on.
There we go.
Alright.
Cool. And let me switch over to here, and hopefully OBS saved everything. Book up now. Yeah. Look at that. 3-minute timer. And we'll just wait for Sun to get back.
Yeah, my stream is back on.
Oh, it is? Okay. All right. Give me a second, chat. Let me think that I had to refresh the stream real quick. Give me a second here.
Where's the winter suit? What's
There we
going
go.
on?
Cool. And we're
There we go.
back. Let me do a few minor adjustments just to make sure everyone can fully see. Amazing. All right. So, you two, what's going to happen? Could you lay down the ground rules of what this is going to go down?
Yeah, so basically what's gonna happen is that we are going to, when you say go, we're gonna just go ahead and start wherever we are on the game, and try to take a photo within the 3 minutes. And then once the 3 minutes are up, we stop doing any kind of adjustments, and that's the photo that we get.
Okay. Do you want do you want me to say 2 minutes remaining, 1 minute remaining? Like how? What's the intervals that you need?
That's fine. I mean,
Okay.
if you just let us know when 2 minutes, 1 minute, all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Cool. All right. Let me first of all do.
Oh gosh, not this person trying to talk to me.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We'll do our first one, starting in 3, 2, 1, start.
Oh boy.
Thanks everyone for coming out and watching. We have about 15 minutes left in this streaming block. We're streaming for St. Jude's Charity Hospital. Did you pause your stream, son?
No,
Oh.
I'm still in.
You're still in. Okay. All right, that was weird. It kicked for some reason. Okay. But we're back. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and this is Sun OG5 and KenKen. Those are two virtual photographers that I have had the honor to interview, and now we're seeing them in action with a time crunch.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
And you can see at the bottom right, there's a stopwatch there. So we're about to hit the 2 minute mark right now. 2 minutes from me.
Oh my gosh, already. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all going crazy with this, bro.
And if you have any questions for these lovely gentlemen, don't hesitate to post them in the comments down below. Make sure to check the description as well. Give them a follow on their socials, as well as everyone else who is part of this amazing charity stream. They've invested time out of their day. It is the weekend. And so they didn't have to do this, but they said yes. And yeah, definitely give them a follow.
Where are we at 7?
I'm about to hit the 1 minute mark in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minute remaining.
Sweet, I'm actually not doing too bad.
I think I'm just about done, I think. Getting there.
Nice.
Yeah, me too.
Should have put it to 1 minute. That would have been a real challenge.
Oh, dude, I would have never made it. To be real with you. Spider-Man takes too long, bro.
All right, we got 30 seconds remaining.
Oh, I'm just gonna keep it white then. I'm not even gonna do all that.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I think
10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Time.
All right. Yeah, I'm good with mine.
Nice.
All right. Definitely not Anthony says, what's the longest time you guys have taken to get the shot you were looking for?
Well, I think we did answer this earlier. Son, I think you said it took you about 30 minutes, yeah?
Actually, that wasn't my longest one. It was a long one.
Oh.
Longest was like an hour, bro.
Oh, wow.
Holy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was in Spider-Man, I'm assuming.
Yes, most definitely.
Miles Morales or just Spider-Man?
I believe it was just Spider-Man, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Was that would you say that is your best photo then, if you spent that much time in it?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
How about you?
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I think the longest was 25 minutes to 25 to 30 minutes taking the photo. I've definitely spent, I can't recall from like beginning to end, taking the shot and then also editing it. Because there are some photos that I do take quite a long time editing just because, I'll have a vision for a photo and I'll spend X amount of time editing the photo to get it how I want. But then I look at the end result and I'm like, you know what? I think I want to change it. And then I'll go back, I'll revert all the settings or just save it, export it so that way I have a copy of it. And then I'll edit it again. But I don't know off the top of my head how long that has taken, the longest one. But like taking the shot itself, yeah, around 25, I think, is the most time I've spent.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
All right. We have about 10 minutes left. Do you think we could squeeze in maybe 1 or 2 more of these runs?
Oh yeah, I mean I can do that. That's fine.
Oh,
I'm
that
down.
sounds good, yeah.
Okay.
Let me
cool.
just switch my suit real quick. 'Cause, I'm on Spider-Man, so I have to look cool.
Yeah, I'm going to reload a save file where I'm in a different area, actually.
Okay.
Oh, bro's gonna change his whole entire area. Oh, he had to one up me.
Oh, yeah. Gotta do that.
Oh my gosh. There's no way that I feel so stupid right now.
You were trying to find that.
Oh, did you go to the main menu to change your suit?
No. KenKen, I don't know if I told you this, but there was a graffiti piece that I had been looking for like 73 years.
Oh, no.
I just found it. I'm standing right next to it. I'm so mad.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you make a save file?
No, but what I can do, I can find out where it is on this stupid map.
Oh, okay. Get out your phone.
Oh, man.
Get out your phone and take a picture.
Oh, you know what? That's a really good idea. You're smart.
Man, you've got a big brain.
Yeah, big brain guy.
Big brain.
Look at this guy with big brain. Dang, dude, I'm so angry because it's right where I kind of thought it was.
Oh, we just got a
Amazing.
donation.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Give me a second here.
For the kids.
For the kids.
We got $20 from Hezekiah Gaming. They are actually in tomorrow's stream block.
Ooh.
So yeah, thank you so much.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're actually going to be playing Zelda, and then
Nice.
another game too. So definitely give them check them out.
Tears of the
Exclamation mark!
Kingdom?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's fun. But thank you for the $20. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead. We're running out of time, so let's go ahead and get the timer started. So, you two ready?
Oh, boy.
right, here you
yes,
go.
I am, I guess.
3, 2,
Oh,
1, starting.
oh,
All right,
goodness.
and for those who just joined, welcome to the stream. We're on the final minutes of this virtual photography block. Right now, as you see in the bottom right corner, these virtual photographers only have 3 minutes to create a shot.
Hey, I
And
tell you
so,
to do this for us.
so Sun OG is playing the Spider-Man Miles Morales, and KenKen is at the bottom with Death Stranding. And both of the games have photo mode, which is a feature in each of the games. And as you can see the options, and they're cycling through like speedrunners. Yeah.
Oh, look. That was really bad.
We're about to hit the 2-minute mark. And now 2 minutes remaining.
Right? It feels so much less time than it actually is. I was like, oh no, I'll be fine. I'm not fine. I'm not okay.
Everything but fine.
Why is this so bright? Why?
You know, I'm gonna restart. I have to restart. Oh my goodness.
Oh no!
That sucks for you.
Oh
That's
no!
wild.
All right, hold
Insane.
on. Oh, this is terrible.
That's nutty, bro. That's really unfortunate.
all right. Fast. We gotta go fast.
That's highly unfortunate.
No, it's good. It's good. We're good.
We're good? You're good?
We're good. We're good. We're good. We got this. Oh, it's actually better this way. Oh.
Let's bring that blue in. Come on, move.
All right, 1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Oh yeah,
remaining.
I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm good. We're good.
Everything is fine. Everything's awesome.
Everything's awesome. I think I want to I have some time to make some adjustments, so we're good. What's timer looking like for us, buddy, old pal?
30 seconds coming out
Hey,
Ooh.
yeah, I'm on it.
now. 30
You got
seconds
this.
remaining.
I'm on it, bro. Oh wait, what's going on with my light now? What?
Oh,
Stop it. Work with me. Do the thing.
Help
Work with
me.
me, please.
10 seconds remaining.
I just need to get a little bit up.
okay. Real talk. I
Five,
think this is the best
4,
action shot I've
3,
taken at this game.
2, 1, and
Sharpie.
time.
All right.
All right. I'm
Is it
good.
Nice.
Not everything I wanted, but it's good.
All right, if we are quick, I think we can squeeze in one more 3, unless you want to take a pause from that.
I
Ooh.
can save this and then go ahead and do that. That's
All
fine.
right.
Yep. I saved. I'm good to go.
Okay.
All right. I'm good.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, start.
Alrighty. What am I gonna take? Shoot. Let's see.
Okay, this one might not end up being so good. I'm gonna be real with you.
They're all good. What are you talking about?
Right. Exactly. You're right.
They're all good. Everything is good. Every photo.
Never talk like that ever again for the rest of my life. I promise you. That's quitter talk.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, interesting. Crates. Interesting choice there.
I don't know.
Bro said great. I just realized I didn't even add a filter to the last one. That's so bad.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes
Oh
remaining.
gosh, I have no time. Jeez.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
So bad.
What am I doing?
Awful, dude. This is probably gonna be like one of the worst pictures I've taken in a long time.
Oh, wait. Oh, got something. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know.
I hate this picture right now. I hate it because it's such a good angle, but I have so little time. What are we looking at in 7? What kind
What
of
you
time?
want to know?
I do.
Oh no. It's on the 10-minute marker. What am I? Oh,
Shoot,
this,
not 10 seconds.
this
Don't
is,
do that to me, bro.
1 minute remaining now.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Okay.
what? Okay.
Great. Much better than I thought. Okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Office, decrease the distance a little bit.
This is such
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this photo is nothing what I want, but it's okay.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining.
Should I increase the ambient light, decrease it? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna increase it.
20 seconds.
Do all the things.
Everything ever.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
I can. Oh shoot. No. Yes.
10 seconds.
Crap. I don't like this. I don't like this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time.
Okay.
This is very okay.
Well,
Yeah, it's a solid okay.
well, thanks, Sun, as well as KenKen, for joining this charity block. I appreciate both of you for taking your time out of your day and doing this. Everyone in chat, definitely check their socials down below, as well as everyone who's part of this charity stream. We're sending it off to Ninja Guy X again. I don't have his link, unfortunately, right now because there's so many tabs open and I cannot move it. So, Ninja Guy X, I'll post it after I end the stream. Definitely check him out. He's next. Go over there.
Not even ready.